Hello and welcome to Lifetime Uncorked, the show we break down your favorite made-for-TV movies one bottle at a time. I'm your host, Patrick Serrano, and today we are talking about Terri Blackstock's If I Run. Terri Blackstock's If I Run stars Kat Graham and Evan Roderick. Casey Cox finds herself in a tricky situation. Her best friend Brent has been murdered, and she has contaminated the crime scene. Brent was looking into her dad's murder, which she suspected police had covered up and made it look like a suicide. Now they are framing Casey. She has to go on the run and change her identity. Casey takes a flash drive and changes her hair, and she's off. Dylan Roberts is a former Marine back from abroad with PTSD. He is hired as a private investigator and tasked with finding Casey and bringing her back into police custody. Detective Dylan and Casey meet sooner than expected, and the sexy cat, no pun intended, and mouse game is on. There is literal running at the bus station, which is great because that's the title of the movie, but Casey gets away. On the bus, Casey befriends a woman named Miss Jane, who lives in Atlanta and has a missing teenage granddaughter named Laura. Laura wears a special angel necklace, which leads them to talking about God, and the conversation takes a religious turn. It also leads us to Lifetime movie within a Lifetime movie. Teenage Laura has been abducted and is being held in a basement by a prominent man in town named Frank. She also has his baby. The wife, Ariel, is aware of her husband's crimes and helps him cover it up. But this is the B plot, so we'll get back to that. The cat and mouse game is back on, this time in the park. Casey tells Dylan about her father and the murder cover-up. He talks about God for some reason, and then offers to look into the case and finds a witness. But that witness is murdered too. Casey gets a job at a computer store and asks the owner to decrypt the flash drive she stole. A customer comes in and Casey recognizes the angel necklace and looks up her home address. Casey goes to the house to look for Laura and hears a baby crying inside. Frank sees Casey on his doorbell camera and confronts her at the store. His threats don't work and Casey is back at the house. She hears Laura and the baby and tries to free them, but police arrest her for trespassing. Miss Jane bails Casey out and doesn't believe her about the granddaughter being alive, so Casey tracks down Frank and Ariel to a bar where they are preoccupied. Then Casey goes back to the house and frees Laura and the baby. Frank tries to stop Casey, but his wife shoots her husband dead. Dylan is impressed with Casey's crime-solving skills, and instead of kissing, they agree to secretly work together and figure out what's going on with her father's murder. But we'll have to wait until 2026? And that is Terri Blackstock's If I Run. This is the first in the series of 3 movies about, I guess, Terri Blackstock's books. The fact that Lifetime expects me to remember that far in the future, we'll see how that goes. The religious monologues in here felt super out of place in casual conversation. I mean, it is a Lifetime movie, so we still had all the murder, but feels pandering to conservative Christians. Is that really who is watching these movies? I'm not sure. We know there's true crime viewers, but true crime Christian viewers? Maybe. Who knows? I guess Lifetime has some demographic that's telling them to do this. This Lifetime movie had 3 kills, and I would pour it up cautiously. We'll have to see where the other 2 go in 2026. But yeah, for now, I'd say watch it. The leads are hot and have good chemistry. That's it for this week. Let me know what you think about the movie in the comment section below and follow the show at Lifetime Uncorked. You can also follow me at Patrick Miguel. Lifetime Uncorked is a podcast with hundreds of episodes in our back catalog, recapping Lifetime movies. Listen wherever you get your podcasts and visit lifetimeuncorked.com for full reviews. If you like this episode and you feel like it, please leave me a tip on Ko-fi, buy me a glass of wine, and I'll keep watching Lifetime. That's it for this week. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.